The metro area, pretty few and far between, but the skies definitely look ominous tonight. This is our vantage point in City Park, looking off to the west. A little sunshine trying to sneak in, but again, it will remain unsettled for the next couple of hours. Before the storm started racing in, it was a hot one. In fact, our first 90-plus degree day here throughout the month of September. We have not had a 90-degree day in the past 19 days. We've really had a kind of cooler end to August and start to September, which felt lovely. But this afternoon, it was hot out there. 70s and 80s up in the mountains. High pressure around helping to bring us the heat, but it's going to start to scoot a bit further off to the east, making way for some monsoon moisture to move in with that clockwise flow wrapped around this high. You can see flash flooding will be a concern for us throughout much of the day tomorrow. In fact, a flood watch will go into effect at 6 a.m. tomorrow and stick around until midnight tomorrow evening. The most widespread thunderstorms have been across the San Juans, our central mountains. We're just starting to see a couple of storms inching closer here to the urban corridor, but some good rain showers between Durango and Pagosa Springs. Plenty of lightning out there near Salida, Fairplay, up toward Breckenridge and Silverthorne, looking at some heavy rain showers, and that one bullseye right there near Evergreen. Across the Denver metro area, quiet for now, but Douglas County looking at one cell just to the south of Castle Rock. Tonight, these showers wind down by about 9-10 o'clock, and we'll be left with mostly cloudy skies for eastern Colorado, with lows in the upper 50s to low 60s, a little cooler up in the mountains in the 40s tonight. So here we are looking at the future cast, 11 o'clock or so, still some rain out to the west. That continues overnight into tomorrow morning. This is 8 a.m. It's a quiet, dry start to the day for us here in eastern Colorado, and then that rain really ramps up yet again tomorrow afternoon and evening out to the west. That's where we anticipate seeing the heaviest rain showers coming through, easily 1 to 2 inches under those heavier and stronger thunderstorms. Maybe a couple of storms for us here in the Denver area, but really the focus tomorrow will be out to the western slope and through the high country. A marginal risk for a couple of severe storms out there as well. Temps tomorrow will still be warm, slightly cooler than today, but we should see highs in the upper 80s around town. It's hot, 97 in Lamar with 60s and 70s up through the foothills, about 65 tomorrow in Winter Park with mid 80s in Aurora and over to Parker. Looking at the super 7-day forecast for you, front roll area, some darker skies, looking kind of ominous out there, but in the distance, so much sunlight, looks beautiful. High pressure is around, so that helped to kick off our temperatures into the 90s this afternoon. The first day in September that we have seen at 90 degrees or above, but as it rotates further off to the east, it's making way for a little bit more monsoon moisture to help kind of ride in with that clockwise flow. It's going to start to spin back up across the mountains and through the foothills. So much so that we have a flood watch. It goes into effect at 6 a.m. tomorrow, continues until midnight. These are slow-moving thunderstorms that are just going to bring too much of a good thing, especially for many of the burn scars out to the western slope. 1 to 2 inches possible in just 30 to 45 minutes time. This afternoon through this evening, we've been watching just how widespread the showers have been. Certainly around Pagosa Springs over to Durango, plenty of lightning out there as well as heavy rain showers. Here for the city, like I said, the storms have been fairly isolated in Douglas and Elbert counties, just a couple out there, but more numerous around Georgetown up to Breckenridge and the Vail Valley. Looking at the future cast as we go throughout the night, the thunderstorms continue, especially out to the west. East of the Rockies, it's going to be a dry night for us, but we'll hang tight with mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow morning, still kind of a super soaker out there around I-70. We'll get a little low mid-morning, and then another wave of tropical moisture rolls back in to the high country and into the foothills by about 5-6 o'clock. And these showers will continue, guys, as we look ahead toward tomorrow evening. So heavy rains en route to Colorado, more so out to the western slope and through much of the high country. It's a hot day. We were in the 90s, so today marks day 47. Typically, our average final 90-plus degree day, September 5th, so we're a little behind that. The latest one that we have ever seen, it was actually on October 1st, 1892, so not completely out of the question. Looking ahead toward tomorrow, slightly cooler, but still on the warmer side and still above average with highs in the upper 80s for us. Low 90s off to the eastern plains, a little warmer in Lamar and Springfield, in the mid 90s with some 60s and 70s up through the high country. Again, that flood watch continues.
Need that sunshine. It's just been a tough day.
It has been heartbreaking.
It's been really, really tough, and we want to thank you all for sticking with us for hours today as we've covered this tragedy out of Evergreen. Our hearts are with the community right now, and we are not leaving this community. We will continue to be there as we move forward to tell these stories of the community coming together, pushing for answers, and we'll continue to unfortunately tell the stories of heartbreak, because we know that this is an emotional time, and it'll continue to be emotional, that is, over the next few weeks, months, and possibly years.
And we'll have more tonight at 10. We want to leave you with a moment of peace as we move forward. Denver 7 photojournalist Jamie Williams Dawson takes us to Bar Lake.